Yo, what is up guys? Alright, so in today's video, I'll be listing off my top 10 favorite characters in LEGO Marvel Superheroes. Now, it won't be in any particular order, from my least favorite to favorite. I mean, they kind of will be vaguely, but for the most part, it's just a list of my top 10 favorite. So yeah, with all that in mind, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so first up on the list, we have Iceman. So Iceman is a character that you unlock pretty early on. He's in one of the earlier missions, but yeah, man, I think he's just a very cool looking minifigure in this game. I mean, just the texture, it sets him apart from pretty much all the other roster. But yeah, man, he has pretty cool abilities. He's one of the few characters that can actually freeze in the game, like freeze objects and stuff. And he has this very sick gliding animation. So you go up here, or you can go from anywhere, just like a tall building, then go down. And just hold X or whatever button you have, and bam, he has that nice, cool looking ice glide. So yeah, man, I think Iceman is definitely one of my favorites, top 10 favorites characters in this game. But yeah, that's Iceman at number 10. Alright, so at number 9 we have Blade. And yeah, man, I think Blade is just such a badass looking character, man. I think he looks very awesome in a Lego form, especially in this game. I don't remember if he's in Lego Marvel Superheroes too, but he just looks very cool here. I think the all black, you know, with the trench coat open in the middle looks awesome, and the sword and the tattoos in the back and everything. And he does have a pretty unique animation style actually. Not many characters I think he's the only one that actually stands like this and moves around like this and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And also, he's one of the few characters that does have a sword. I believe there's about 5 or 6 characters in this game in total that have swords and stuff, and he can throw it also, which is awesome. And yeah, man, I just think Blade is a very cool looking character, very awesome. Definitely deserving of a top 10 and in any good character list in this game. And yeah, man, that's Blade at number 9. Alright, so next up we have Silver Samurai. Now, granted, I don't know much about this character. I do know he is a X-Men or mutant enemy villain. I know he comes out in X-Men Origins or something like that. But I just think, man, even though I don't know much about him, I just think the only reason he's even on this list is just because of the way he looks. I mean, just look at that. He's shiny and stuff. He looks pretty cool. The animation is pretty similar to a bunch of other characters in this game already, so there's something too unique there. Like I said, the only reason he's really on here is just because of the way he looks. He just looks freaking awesome. I mean, he's silver and fucking shiny and stuff. I think he looks badass. So yeah, man, that's the reason Silver Samurai. I don't know much about the character, much about the lore or anything, but yeah, I think he's pretty cool. Can he throw a sword? I actually don't know. Oh yeah, he can. Nice. So yeah, man, Silver Samurai, top 10. So yeah, moving on. Alright, at number 7 we have the Human Torch. So yeah, man, I think I'm just a sucker for unique looking characters, because he doesn't look, there's nothing too special about Human Torch here, but then flame on and bam, completely different character and animation and stuff. And yeah, man, I just love the Human Torch as a character in general, so I think he's just perfect. I love that he can fly and stuff, shoot fire beams and fireballs and stuff. Very cool character. He's probably the character that I've used the most so far in the game. Just completing missions and stuff, just having to fly everywhere. I'll probably choose him out of everyone the most. So yeah, man, that's a Human Torch at number 7. Alright, so at number 6 we have Beast. So yeah, man, I'm a really big fan of this character, and I love his animation and his style in this game. I believe he's the only character besides Sabretooth, I think, that can run like this and stuff, and he has just playing him is very satisfying, doing the courses and stuff in the city. It's just very fun with this character. The way he jumps as well, he has a very high double jump, and he has that that front flips. It's just very satisfying to play this character. You could activate his claws and then put them back in and stuff. I think the Beast is a very cool character. Definitely one of my favorites. I've played with him besides Human Torch. I believe he's probably my second most played character in total in this game that I've used and stuff, just around the map completing quests and stuff. So yeah, man, big fan of the Beast, and he's at number 6. So yeah, moving on to my top 5. Alright, so at my number 5 spot, I have Emma Frost. And man, Emma Frost, I honestly didn't think I'd have her on my top 10 favorite character list in this game. But yeah, man, I just did a quick playthrough through a bunch of characters before I did my list, and I found her to be one of my favorites actually. She can't really do much, like in terms of animation and stuff. It's pretty generic, pretty simple. But what I love about this character is actually when you hold circle or B or whatever button it might be for you, she goes into her diamond form, and I just think it's so freaking cool, man. Like, yeah, this is like pretty unique. This is the only thing, like, it's only besides like maybe Iceman that kind of has this sort of similar texture pattern going on. She's pretty much the only character that can do this. And I believe, look, just to make her go, I don't think it makes her go invisible. I know it has some kind of a use and stuff in the game. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but yeah, it has a use in the game. But for the most part, she's only on my number 5 just because of the way she looks, like aesthetically, you know, and stuff. I just think it looks very awesome. Like I said, everything else is pretty generic about this character, like the animation style and stuff, or yeah, the animations of this character are pretty generic. But I just think this is so cool, worthy of a top 5 spot in my opinion. But yeah, it's Emma Frost at my number 5. Alright, so next up we have Ghost Rider. I love that animation. But yeah, man, I actually, I don't know, this might be a little bit controversial, but I think, like, comparing this Ghost Rider to the one in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, I actually prefer this one. Probably just because I think the skull is better looking, looks better in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, but, like, the fire is just, I mean, you can't beat actual fire, you know? And I understand, yes, it's a Lego game, and it's all gotta be Lego. But I mean, the buildings are made of Lego, you know what I'm saying? So I think they could have probably done this in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, and it would have been fine. I just love the way it looks, man. I love the way the fire looks. Everything else is pretty cool too, you know. His animations are very generic, very basic. A bunch of other characters have them as well. But yeah, man, when you use his chains, it's freaking cool as well. I love the chains. I actually like the way the chains look better in this game as well. They look more realistic, I think, than in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. They're more cartoony. And also, he could throw fire. He could throw skulls on fire, which is kind of goofy because I don't think he actually did it like in the. Maybe I actually probably can in the comics. I don't know. But yeah, man, I think Ghost Rider is a very cool looking character. The animations are very simple, very basic, but he just looks too cool, man. So yeah, it's Ghost Rider at my number 4. So moving on to number 3. We have Black Panther. So yeah, man, I love this Black Panther because the Black Panther we get in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 is more of like a MCU version of the character, and this is more of like a classic comic book version of the character. I love the cape, man, the helmet, everything about this character here is just so cool. Yeah, very unique as well in terms of animation and stuff. Well, I mean, I guess like Beast and Wolverine kind of have the same animations, but there's not many characters with this kind of animation either. He can also, you know, put his claws back in and stuff. He has the scanner or sonar thingy that he can like detect objects and stuff. So yeah, I think this Black Panther is very cool. Very big fan. Definitely worthy of my number 3 spot. So yeah, moving on to my top 2 now. At my number 2 spot, I have Silver Surfer. So man, I love the Silver Surfer, man. I just love like his whenever like his flying noise is awesome. I love that little like I don't know zooming noise he makes, and he just looks awesome, man. I love the silver texture on him. He's shiny and stuff. Again, his animation, like whenever he's walking stuff and running it, it's very generic, very basic. But his flying and stuff, what makes this character for me is the looks and whenever he's flying as well. I just think it's so badass. And he was the most expensive character on the list. He actually cost about $1 million, which is nothing, you know. Especially if you have like the studs on times 2, times 8 and stuff. $1 million isn't nothing, but he was the most expensive character that you have to buy. So I think that's pretty interesting. But yeah, he just looks so awesome flying around and stuff. Yeah, I love Silver Surfer, man. Definitely my number 2. He would be my number 1 if it wasn't for this next character. But yeah, man, Silver Surfer at my number 2 spot. But definitely not least is Deadpool, man. And I love Deadpool, man. He's so awesome. Like, first of all, if you just like let him sit idle there and just do his own thing, he's gonna do his own goofy animations and stuff. I think it's awesome. And much like Wolverine, whenever like he's like about to die, he regenerates, so he can like turn into like a skull, silver adamantium, or no, I think he's just like a skeleton. Yeah, because he doesn't have adamantium in him. But yeah, just like a skull thingy, which is pretty awesome. I love his animations, man. It's definitely unique to him. He's the only character with these animations, and he's kind of he's one of the more harder characters to unlock because you do have to get all the red bricks, and you know, just you gotta get all the red bricks, and then you unlock him and stuff. So he is a little bit of a. It's not hard. It's just kind of time consuming. It takes a bit of time to actually get this character. But yeah, man, he can use his guns, which I think is awesome. Yeah, he has his guns out, and then his swords. He looks so cool wailing on the swords, you know, wailing with the swords. And then he has this one thing, like whenever you're fighting enemies, he like jumps up and shoots them super fast and stuff. I just think he's awesome, man. Let me see if he actually transforms to the skull here.
Sometimes I
Yeah,
wish
see,
I had
yeah, this
regenerating
is so
abilities.
awesome, man.
Like
I
you.
love this character, man. He just has so many cool things. Like, yeah, Deadpool is definitely deserving of the #1 spot. And also, it's also a shame that he's not in Lego Marvel Superheroes too. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. This was my top 10, just my personal opinion. You know, this is just my top 10 list. Let me know what you guys' top 10 characters are in this game down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it. But yeah, man, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this little video. And I have a lot more stuff coming soon, so stay tuned, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of the day, guys. Take care. Peace.